Third, hypocrisy from apostate prophet. Now this is the obvious blatant hypocrisy that apostate prophet show. He very good at whining and grieving and upset over acting quote-unquote private indoor FGM, female genital mutilation. Okay.
Which is, of course, no condemnation of the issue. In Sunni Islam, female genital cutting is obligatory, recommended, and considered honorable, depending on what school we are talking about and what scholar.
While at the same time, doesn't give a damn about more common, quote-unquote, public outdoor boy circumcision or male genital mutilation. Plus, on his own videos about female genital mutilation alone already prove or give a strong sign that he only care for girl victim of female genital mutilation, while doesn't give a damn about boy victim of male genital mutilation or circumcision. In his videos, we can see that even if he mentioned about Quran statement, which mention both circumcision of male and female,
circumcision is law for men and the preservation of honor for women. Muhammad said this, I didn't. Or the hadith did.
He only campaigned for stopping female genital mutilation only, for protecting girl only, not campaign to stop both male and female circumcision, not including boy victim.
5 hadiths about female genital mutilation, and this is all you really need. In the 21st century, we still have a barbaric practice called female genital mutilation.
The headline, the thumbnail of his videos also special for protect girl only from female genital mutilation. Secondly, his statement on that videos about quote-unquote created by men and for men benefit only.
Because Islam is a religion by men, for men only.
Just show another signal that he doesn't truly consciously realize that genital mutilation do more common on boy, and boy are also an underage, a human who got the same exact treatment behavior just like female genital mutilation on society who practice genital mutilation. Third, in the end of his videos, he said, quote-unquote, a person who perform FGM to a girl need to be, quote-unquote, castrated.
And people who practice this on others should be jailed. I would even go further and say that people who practice this on others should have their own genitals damaged, but who needs that?
He do mean a Muslim man because that created by man and for men.
Because Islam is a religion by men, for men only.
So he encouraged a male who once also been a victim of this genital mutilation to be damaged again at his genital. This another strong sign apostate prophet or as apostate Ridwan doesn't care boy victim of genital mutilation, aka hypocrite, because he know boy also victim of this genital mutilation, but he make a mockery about castration out of it at his videos about genital mutilation.
I would even go further and say that people who practice this on others should have their own genitals damaged, but who needs that?
The Quran just says beat them, and you're making a mockery here by saying, are you
Because
really
the
afraid
Prophet
of...
I would even go further and say that people who practice this on others should have their own genitals damaged, but who needs that?
Okay, you can check this.
You are authorized to beat women with a stick, and you are
You're
making
afraid of this little
mockery,
stick. You're afraid
a
of this little
mockery
stick.
out of it by saying, are you really afraid of this? Ha 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 ha.
I would even go further and say that people who practice this on others should have their own genitals damaged, but who needs that?
What a disgusting.
You're afraid of my back stretcher. Okay.
So, conclusion, apostate prophet do apply hypocrisy, because grieving for girl victim of genital mutilation only,
Female genital mutilation is barbaric.
while thinking an underage boy who get the same treatment behavior on this genital mutilation somehow is a privilege.
Because Islam is a religion by men, for men only. Should have their own genitals damaged, but who needs that?
So, remember this first before you all hypocrite anti-FGM or anti-female genital mutilation mainstream feminists and its male feminists or its hero dude or influencer whining about, oh, how about this again, and accusing us anti-MGM as somehow who is the one who is hypocrite. No, it's not. Here is me around 5 years ago campaign for anti-circumcision or anti-male genital mutilation, but not to forget talking about ban female genital mutilation too. Okay? I disagree too with female genital mutilation. I disagree if they spread female genital mutilation video, but I also disagree boy circumcision. And here another tweet from anti-circumcision or anti-male genital mutilation activists who also talk to ban female genital mutilation. Okay, it's you anti-female genital mutilation mainstream who often come at public and proudly say, oh, we want to ban female genital mutilation, it's danger, it's harm, but boy circumcision is perfectly fine, it's different. Okay, now I want to debunk his main argument on quote-unquote how only female genital mutilation is worse but not circumcision cliche narrative. He show comparison how there is a quote-unquote huge disparity between benefit and harm of female genital mutilation towards girl. Although I agree that FGM have many harm, but here were the hypocrisies. This comparison text that he showed is made and text by him alone, right? So think about this. Because he is anti-FGM on the first place, of course he not care to search and hear what some doctor who still okay with FGM said about.
Kalau saya lihat dari proses sunat perempuan di Indonesia, kesannya sih tidak sampai seradikal yang di Afrika ya, seperti itu. Nah, jadi kalau seandainya memang ada beberapa agama ataupun dari adat istiadat ataupun kultur yang memang merasa perlu melakukan sunat, nah ada baiknya dari pemerintah kita memeluk mereka gitu ya, diajarkan bagaimana sih tindakan sunat yang dianggap sah menurut agama tersebut, dan dilatih orang-orang yang nanti akan melakukannya. Jadi orang-orang yang melakukan tindakan sunat itu mengerti higienisnya seperti apa.
Nggak meledak nih ya dok ya balonnya.
Terlihat lapisan tipisnya yang membungkus klitoris tadi sudah hilang. Ini prosedur sunat wanita yang sebaiknya dilakukan. Jadi tidak menimbulkan kesakitan, bahkan kerugian, bahkan hilangnya sebagian organ pada kewanitaan tersebut. Ya.
While at same time we'll search, we'll look as many as possible the disadvantages of female genital mutilation to make the disparity gap wider and wider as possible. No, I not try to justify FGM like you hater try to frame. But I want to point out that make comparison like this can be very subjective. The same when this anti-FGM mainstream or influencer start talking and making comparison the benefit and the harm of boy circumcision. They often unfairly took what people who support MGM said, and without recheck it, simply post it on their text comparison, on their MGM comparison, while trying to pretend or doesn't listen to people who point out the harm of MGM or circumcision. The point is, by minimizing the benefit and maximizing the harm if it comes to FGM, yet maximizing the benefit, quote unquote the benefit,
By men, for men
and
only.
minimizing its harm when it comes to boy circumcision or MGM, just show hypocrisy and how it's not fair play. If he show the harm of FGM or female genital mutilation, let me show you how male genital mutilation and circumcision do harm to our boy, and how the so-called quote-unquote benefit of circumcision is a myth. First, type 1A, 1B, even 2A of female genital mutilation that common been practiced give the same damage like circumcision. So how come apostate prophet who doesn't care there exists a FGM type who only rip bit of skin which have same damage like ripping a boy foreskin, or even exists type of FGM where just by needle, okay, which of course more lighter than circumcision, he doesn't care, and he said, oh, you don't understand, I doesn't care if there is a type 1 of female genital mutilation. Genital mutilation is still genital mutilation. It's barbaric, brutal, and people who perform it
Should
need
be
to be
jailed.
jailed. But then turn around and relax and accept about male genital mutilation because somebody say, quote unquote, oh, it's only rip a bit of boy foreskin. Do you see the hypocrisy? Now let's debunk the myth of quote unquote circumcision benefit. First they say like it's for the healthy. It's not, okay? Here I read the news from Time. Infectious disease. How 11 New York City baby's boy contracted herpes through circumcision. An ultra-Orthodox Jewish circumcision ritual is found to cause the neonatal herpes infection in newborns in New York City, prompting health officials to encourage parents to consider the health risks of the practice. Then, the myth of quote-unquote preventing penile cancer. Here is the study that pro-circumcision with how treat it love to throw to us, the anti-FGM activists, okay, and they got out in return because they not read the study carefully. The study said penile cancer have no known avoidable risk factor. So it's not possible to prevent these diseases completely. The protective effect of circumcision was not seen after smegma and phimosis were taken into account. Still, some experts force their belief that somehow it prevents. In US, the risk of penile cancer is very low, even between amongst uncircumcised men. Here's some funny debate from pro-circumciser who just throw this article without bother to read it and get owned by anti-circumcision activists. Thank you, Martha. Here is what Martha reply I read. Did you bother to read any of this? It even say cancer is rare and only happens to men above 60. Why are you cutting a newborn for a problem he doesn't have? And wouldn't even be a factor in his life for 60 plus years. Here from German Academy of Pediatric response to the 2012 AAP statement on circumcision. Basically, this German study said that circumcision doesn't reduce sexual transmitted disease. Okay, it doesn't reduce STD, and also circumcision do cause a sexual problem. Therefore, it debunks the myth of circumcision does not have effect on our sexual life, and it also debunks that STD can be reduced by this stupid circumcision. Okay, it's debunked that. Point number 3, the foreskin removal can lead to considerable sexual problem. Point number 6, the assumption that it has a preventative benefit, STD reduction, is mainly based on data that was collected in sub-Saharan Africa, which are strongly doubted. And the conclusion is the cultural bias in the United States regarding circumcision seems obvious, and the report conclusions are different from those reached by doctors in other parts of the Western world. The myth of reducing quote-unquote HIV. Here is a study that say no significant difference in HIV infection of African circumcised versus intact or uncircumcised male aged 35 till 59, said Columbia University researcher. Now, about the harm of circumcision. First of all, a British Journal of Urology study confirmed that male circumcision is a genital mutilation. Men with normal intact penis enjoy more sexual sensitivity. Again, the myth that it not reduce sexual pleasure is wrong. Men with normal intact penis enjoy more sexual sensitivity as much as 4 times more than those who been circumcised. Circumcision remove the most sensitive portion of the penis. Circumcision is result is not its intent. It's reduce sexual pleasure for men. As such, it is a violation of male right to bodily integrity. Parents should not be allowed to control their son's level of sexual sensitivity because of personal bias or prejudice. Circumcised men with 1/4 the sensitivity of intact men might decline to wear further desensitizing condom. Adult men who want circumcision for themselves should be advised per proper informed consent that penile sensitivity will be reduced on average by factor of 4. Second point, many boys also die or dead after circumcision. Many boys also got disabled after circumcision. A baby who bled 4 hours after circumcision was sent home from ER twice, suffered a brain damage. 2 Nigerian women arrested in Italy over death of 20-old baby's boy after home circumcision. A news in my country, a boy who performed circumcision get his penis cut off.
Juru sunat warga desa Kalimojosari, Pekalongan, Jawa Tengah ini ditetapkan sebagai tersangka malpraktik setelah tak sengaja memotong kepala kemaluan seorang bocah saat melakukan proses hitan. Kakek berusia 70 tahun ini harus mempertanggungjawabkan perbuatannya setelah mengaku lalai. Kasus malpraktik ini berawal saat keluarga korban menghitankan putranya dan mengundang mantri suntik ke rumahnya. Setelah pengukuran, kepala kemaluan sang korban justru ikut terpotong. Korban pun langsung dilarikan ke rumah sakit. Pihak keluarga hingga kini masih mengalami syok, sementara korban masih menjalani perawatan medis.
If it is a girl who get disabled during genital mutilation, oh, this is a proof that female genital mutilation need to be banned. But if it is a boy who get penis cut off during circumcision, oh my God, poor boy. So when the next circumcision would be held? Even more, many comment from mainstream who usually against FGM or anti-female genital mutilation makes a sexual jokes on the comment section when the boy get cut on his penis during circumcision. Sure, I as a man make jokes about female bodies or make a sexual jokes, sexual humor during conversation with my sister is a quote-unquote harassment by feminists. But when everybody make sexual jokes and laugh when this poor boy get his penis cut because of circumcision, or other when young female make penis jokes on public TV, suddenly everything perfectly fine. Even the king of anti-genital mutilation, apostate prophet, for protect female only, by the way,
Female genital mutilation is barbaric.
doesn't give a damn when there is tons of reality. Boy got disabled or dead or get a mental health problem because of circumcision.
By men, for men only. Female genital mutilated people who practice this on others should have their own genitals damaged, but who needs that?
A mockery out
A
of
news from Philippines. Circumcision caused 13 years old puber boy bleed to death in Lucena. And some extra evidence that maybe not spoke by me, but I will show you here. You can read by your own self. Many boys get mental problem or PTSD or anxiety after performing circumcision. Okay. Now here I read the article about recent studies agree that the risks of circumcision outweigh any benefit, and it's time to rethink our permissive approach to genital mutilation, the genital cutting of a boy. Dr. Anthony Lampert say the finding of two recent medical papers critical of infant circumcision should prompt us to greater protect children from religious and cultural genital cutting. The article concludes, from the perspective of the individual boy, there is no medical justification for performing a circumcision prior to an age that he can assess the known risks and potential benefit and choose to give or withhold informed consent by himself. Here, a study about circumcision at Philippines called TULI do affect boy mental health. It make anxiety or PTSD or trauma amongst puber boy that been circumcised. Okay, here I read it for you. 69% fulfill of DSM-4 criteria for diagnosis of PTSD, while amongst the medically circumcised boy, 51% exhibited similar PTSD-like symptoms. Thus, nearly 3 out of every 4 boys exhibit discernible PTSD-like symptoms pursuant to their being subjected to ritual male genital cutting. So boy get trauma too. And I will add this statistic, okay? I read. It found experience of sexual assault increased rate of suicide attempt in boy by nearly 10 times, which made a boy who been sexually assaulted, okay, not only can feel trauma or anxiety like the first I show you, but it can increase the suicide attempt in boys too. Third, only in genital mutilation of boy were underage boy nudity being exploited and objectified either at public outdoor or boy nudity being exploited at internet because of the circumcision. Even if we can see ton of footage of boy being objectified naked because of circumcision, while acting FGM mostly done private indoor, female with female, he, apostate prophet, still keep saying the same biased narrative. Oh, only woman or girl being objectified, exploited by man.
Islam oppresses and objectifies women to such an extent it takes the dignity and the womanhood of women away.
4. Many footage of female medical student or nurse do photos and and or touch underage naked boy in an inappropriate way at public during circumcision, spread the picture of boy nudity, and get away with it. Many footage of female medical student or nurse does sexually harass naked boy at public if get access during circumcision, and again got away with it. You can imagine how horrible if the gender were reversed. Remember, male genital mutilation or circumcision happened since World War I till now at many countries, at many cities. So that ton of footage of naked boy, picture or videos who been harassed by female medical student or nurse is just tip of an iceberg. Worse, United Nations and feminist media give zero fuck or give zero damn about this, and mean they not make study about this because it can be seen from their tweet or from their post that they more care about female genital mutilation only. Imagine if they already have this unfair perception that favor to protect girl from FGM only on the first place. Imagine if they already unfair favor girl victim of FGM over boy victim of MGM on the first place. Then when they in future make studies, of course the study would be biased. This is why hypocrite feminists often use this kind of biased study as an excuse to attack me. Oh, boy victim only minor. Why you search? Why you look for a debate? It's truly minor. Here, the study show it. Sure, ton of footage of exploitation and objectification of minor boy nudity by nurse that I show you or on internet, yet somehow magically studies show boy, quote unquote, boy victim is minor. Which one you believe? Seeing ton of evidence of nurse sexually harass naked boy during circumcision with your own eyes, or believe a paper with a text on it? By the way, apostate prophet say castrate men who perform FGM.
Female genital mutilated people who practice this on others should have their own genitals damaged, but who needs that?
Now, do you can consistent and set the same to this ton of footage of nurse who sexually harass nude boy on MGM or circumcision by shout to about quote-unquote cut vagina of female medic student or nurse who perform MGM on boy, by shout to cut vagina of female medic student or nurse who perform MGM to boy. Say it too, okay? Whining about that too, okay? If you consistent and apply a fairness, because it gives same damage, same mental anxiety problem.
But who needs that?
Even only boy nudity being exploited, not girl. And it nurse who become a perpetrator and harassing a boy and can get away perfectly with it. Conclusion, he, apostate prophet, grieving and bitching and do his best to stop acting indoor private female with female genital mutilation, shaming and framing anyone who disagree or be friends with unexistent pro-FGM as disgusting barbaric defender of genital mutilation.
Female genital mutilation is barbaric, that people who practice this on others should have their own genitals damaged, but who needs that?
While completely relaxed, even implicitly or explicitly show acceptance to the more common public outdoor MGM or circumcision, where only ton of boy nudity being exploited or objectified. When it comes to these genital mutilation issues, bonus many footage of female nurse or medic student do sexually harass naked boy publicly at circumcision. He even support male who once been victim of MGM or circumcision to be get damaged again at his genital.
That people who practice this on others should have their own genitals damaged, but who needs that?
Sure, when hear one rumor of one girl being FGM indoor, private female with female, he apostate prophet talk about girl dignity.
It takes the dignity and the womanhood of women away. Islam oppresses and objectifies women to such an extent.
Yet when ton of nurse photos naked boy victim in an inappropriate way at public during circumcision, no and never boy dignity issues been brought up by him ever. What a blatant giant hypocrisy.
Because this is about the hypocrisy, the double standards applies. Very blatantly.
What great influence.
This out. Am I the only one who's seeing the very clear, despicable hypocrisy?
Extra bonus. Apostate prophet when talk of FGM of girl showing a knife to show and frame how barbaric it is, while at same time relax about male genital mutilation or circumcision, not even try to make a campaign, even if it also use knife to cut a baby boy penis. What a blatant hypocrisy.
this out? Am I the only one who's seeing the very clear, despicable hypocrisy?
He said on his tweet something like, "Oh, I don't care about whether exists type 1 or even type 1A or 1B of FGM." That just cut a bit of foreskin, same like MGM or circumcision. It's still barbaric. FGM still barbaric no matter what. It's disgusting. And whoever justified it should be jailed, should be castrated.
Female genital mutilation, that people who practice this on others should have their own genitals damaged, but who needs that?
Girl is a victim, man is a perpetrator, something like that. Okay, then my question is, why from anti-female genital mutilation side alone, often said like, "Oh, circum only rip or tore a bit of skin or foreskin of an underage boy, therefore it's okay." And apostate prophet be like, "Makes sense, makes sense." He laughed when Muslims said, quote unquote, "beat adult wife softly with soft stick."
The Quran just says beat them, and you're making a mockery here by saying, "Are you
Because
really
the
afraid of?"
Thinking it's still a horrible crime. And he even said, "Oh, quote unquote, oh, how dare you to make a mockery of domestic violence. Shame on you." Something like that, right?
Okay, you can check this.
You are authorized to beat women with a stick, and you are
You're
making
afraid
a
of this little stick. You're afraid
a
of this little
mockery
stick.
out of it by saying, "Are you really afraid of this?" Ha ha ha.
Yet on other day, he alone okay when an underage boy's genital been torn by knife. A genital of an underage boy being torn by knife.
Because Islam is a religion by men, for men only.
And worse, he alone make a mockery about that.
Should have their own genitals damaged, but who needs that?
What a giant, blatant, obvious hypocrisy.
Out. Am I the only one who's seeing the very clear, despicable hypocrisy? What a disgusting.
You're afraid of my back scratcher. Okay?
Just not so quick to judge people.
He frame and judge and dictate all who friends with Muslim who okay with FGM, said that this is disgusting and they also need to be jailed.
And people who practice this on others should be jailed.
Yet in process support Ben Shapiro as his idol. Ben Shapiro, who often goes public, said support of circumcision of baby boy.
Are your children circumcised? Did you circumcise your children?
Yes, I have two sons and they're both circumcised.
Why would you do that? Isn't that kind of hypocritical?
Nope, I'm circumcised. My dick works just fine.
Were at his culture, the rabbi often perform quote-unquote BG to a baby boy, aka sucks boy penis, at public holy place. What a blatant hypocrisy, you apostate prophet.
Am I the only one who's seeing the very clear, despicable hypocrisy?
Look, I make these videos on 17 November 23, okay? And it's not only today. I even make these videos week ago or 2 weeks ago, or even months ago. I prepare for this. Even till now, 17th November 2023. It's not yet finished. Okay. And about the evidence that I check, where United Nations or Apostate Prophet doesn't care of circumcision, I check it about maybe months ago, or 2 months ago, or 3 months ago. By remember this in your mind, I want to say it. So after I make these videos, and after Apostate Prophet or United Nations read and watch this, then they suddenly act like care for boy too after watching this, then I would say it's not pure, it's fake, and I don't trust it, I don't believe it. They still hypocrite and just trying to escape from critique. Even more, if apostate or United Nations, for example, make a statement like somehow they care MGM2 in near time after this video's been paused, okay, or maybe before this video's been paused, it is because that I already critique them on Twitter and YouTube many times too. Okay, at the many times too at the moment I'm making these videos. Apostate prophet like a tweet about his fans who judge Owen Candice as a quote-unquote pick-me girl who kneel down for man issues. He, apostate prophet alone, apostate Ridwan alone, is a pick-me boy where he kneel down for woman issues all the time.
Because Islam is a religion by men, for men only. Female genital mutilation and people who practice this on others should have their own genitals damaged, but who needs that?
What a hypocrite!
Am I the only one who's seeing the very clear, despicable hypocrisy?
Apostate prophet always rely his back-up evidence of anti-FGM argument by United Nations statement, like it his holy book. And since the realization of harm of MGM is still in progress and not yet often mentioned by United Nations, he, apostate prophet, like it because it suits his hypocrite agenda. He can excuse, oh, MGM and FGM is different. He act like United Nations is a god of truth. But when United Nations support ceasefire at Israel-Palestine war, and he, apostate prophet, since enjoy the bombing of civilian of Gaza that kill underage girl, boy, and baby by burn them in a rubble, he then easily said that United Nations is wrong because not suit his agenda. Oh, United Nations can be biased too. You know what? What is bias? When United Nations ignore common public outdoor circumcision, that sexually abused boy exploit his nudity, while campaign only for exiting private indoor FGM all the time. That is the one that real bias. Apostate prophet and other pro-IDF grieve and upset as fuck when one lady been stripped half naked on 7. They said it not resistance movement or it not self-defense, even if at war, if you strip a woman. Demand other to also grieve like them, or else think have license to label other who is not as quote-unquote disgusting.
Of the terrorist attack, of the invasion, has nothing to do at all with any of this. It's just somebody living their life, and hers is one of the main instances right now that are known everywhere who was dragged through the streets naked among cheering Palestinians. And people are still celebrating this kind of stuff. This is only one of those images there at all, and people call this resistance, and people make excuses for this. It is horrible. So is this?
Yet he and other pro-IDF alone relax, justified, celebrate, and even make sexual jokes when ton of male and even an underage minor boy being stripped naked for quote-unquote non-procedure hour photo session, which then 90% of these men and boy been freed because they are civilian, while let hijabi woman who more suspect to hide bomb in her burqa than in boy t-shirt free. Worse, doesn't even realize where the hypocrisy is.